Tomorrow could be a rough day for many American workers and small business owners as the extra $600 in unemployment and federal bans on evictions expire. A recent survey found that more than half of small businesses that have closed during the pandemic will likely not reopen. That's especially true for restaurants. Nearly 16,000 restaurants have closed for good. Joining me now is the author of 100 Plus Ideas and Strategies for Increasing Your Company's Cash Flow, small business expert Gene Marks. And Gene, it's always great to have you on the show and on the network. And, you know, I want to start with the unemployment issue because those that $600 addition is set to expire tomorrow unless something can come out of Washington. And I've heard a lot of small business owners, restaurant owners say they're having trouble getting people to come back off of unemployment because they're making more money by staying at home.
Yeah, there are. So, there's two issues that are going on here, Cheryl. One is those people that say that are absolutely right. With the unemployment benefits being what they are, an extra $600 to entice these people to come back is very, very difficult to do. Obviously, there's more incentive for them to stay home. So many small business owners feel that way. But, there's another sort of opposing story to that as well, Cheryl, which is there are so many small business owners right now that have been forced to shut down or still under quarantine, still struggling to get in operations. And they haven't been able to bring back all of their employees. And so actually the fact that they're getting this unemployment benefit is sort of keeping the employees at bay. They're staying in touch with them, communicating with them, and waiting for them to come back. Unfortunately, if that $600 benefit runs out, who knows what's going to happen to those employees? People might move. They might find somewhere else or other kinds of work. And, some business owners might lose them altogether. Mm-hmm. So there's sort of two sides to the story that I'm hearing from a lot of clients that I'm talking to.
No, that's an interesting other perspective, certainly. And, the eviction issue, especially, again, going back to restaurants. And I can't tell you how many, and this is not just in New York, but everywhere, how many small retail stores I have seen that are closed. They're empty. Yeah. They're boarded up. How bad? And we're not through this yet, Gene, I think is the problem here. What are you hearing from those guys?
Yeah, well, you know what, Cheryl, it also, what also compounds the problem as well, particularly you live in New York, I live in Philadelphia. So for metropolitan areas like that, a lot of businesses that are still in business have shifted to a lot of working from home. So all their workers are doing that. Google just announced this past week they weren't even going to bring back employees until the middle of next summer. And I think a lot of big corporations are going to do that too. So the other issue that's compounding the whole COVID closure is that a lot of people are not coming back to work, which means if you're a small business owner, you run a lunch place in town, a gift shop, a drugstore, whatever it is, you're going to have a lot less workers coming to work because they're working from home, and that's a killer to your business as well. Yeah. So it's a lot of challenges that a lot of business owners are facing right now.
Oh, and it's just not over, which is the most heartbreaking part of all of this. I do want to ask you, before you go, about this new survey that came out today at creditcards.com. It says over a third of small business owners have dipped into their personal funds to keep their business afloat. Does that match what you're hearing?
Yeah, it does. And I got news for you, Cheryl. There's, it doesn't surprise me. The number one source that people go to when they start up a business is their personal savings and their families. And honestly, the smartest clients that I have, the best business owners that I've met over the years, they always sock away cash. They've got a good 4 to 6 months of cash availability, whether it's in their business or personal savings or at least availability for that. So when people are dipping into their cash reserves now to go through a time like this, that kind of news doesn't surprise me. And I just think it's a lesson for all of us. If you are running a business and you emerge from this, you navigate your way through this, for goodness sake, don't let this happen to you again. Build up cash reserves, 4 to 6 months.
That's a good piece of advice. We're going to leave it there. But, it's what's so hard to see is these people. If you want to own a small business, you have to really want it. It is a challenge. A lot of them don't make it. And this is unprecedented. Gene Marks, thank you very much, Gene.
Thanks, Cheryl. Take care.